Hello, my beautiful lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. This is Choi Leaves Tarot, where we get to your greatness one tea leaf at a time. And ooh, this long weekend, let's just see what is going on in your world. Like, what does the universe want you to know for this long weekend? What's coming in for the collective? This is all signs. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Smash that like button and follow. And let's just get started. Okay. Ooh. There's going to be so many more readings today because, this is a long weekend. So if you want more, smash that like and I'll get more feedback into your thing. And let's see. 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, work frustrations, hard work needing to be done either at work or a situation in life. Oh, you've been stressing about the wrong thing. Please take a little vacation. But what I'm thinking is you need to re-strategize because you're like, I'm doing all this work for what? 3 of Pentacles, improvements underway, but delays around it. Renown, glory, place of worship. Interesting. So your body is a temple. I'm seeing like your workout is going to, like, let's say you're doing yoga or mind meditation, mind health or whatever. It seems like this is about to open your idea, your third eye. This is the 3 of Pentacles, your money eye. You're like, I need to work smarter, not harder. And I'm not talking about like, toxic or bad generational curses or scarcity mindset or, bad employees. I'm talking about you are open to receiving. You're not everything's legit, legal, everything. It's just the devil card, jealousy or trouble, able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. It's like this mindset you had of like, well, this economy sucks. There's XYZ. There's a recession. What about the tariffs? XYZ. And you're like, okay, well, as soon as I do my, cleansing yoga, maybe take a beautiful bubble bath, whatever you need, have that beautiful cup of tea. This is about to change for you. So you're going to pop in a new example, a new idea. Maybe it's in your dream that it shows up, or, you see like a ladybug, a butterfly, or something that gives you like, let me look this up, as a symbol kind of vibes. Okay, so the star, brightness, hope could bring excesses, so be careful not to become too greedy. Look, she's literally having so much money, so much health, so much wealth, and it's because you switch your mind from scarcity mindset or things that maybe people in your past, your generational, maybe like you're like, what is happening? I want to go on a generational run, not a generational, like loss, right? And so what happens is just that shift of a mindset makes you think about things differently, opportunities differently. Now everything looks like, whoa, this was an opportunity in front of me this whole time. Let me go to this gala. Let me go to this conference. Let me go to this whatever event. And I don't know, maybe I'll be seated next to someone who is looking for a new employee in the sense, or a new, CEO for their company, or whatever it is. The doors are opening so much for you in the next 2-3 weeks that you're literally going to be like, let me keep doing yoga. Let me keep doing whatever I was doing, because clearly mind, body, soul connection is the only thing that went off. The more you do your treadmill, or just a couple like steps in your room, or whatever it is, a little dance, whatever you need to do is about to shift your mind so much that you're cutting off anything that doesn't serve you. Congratulations. This was like, when, like an arrow, they pull it back for a major comeback. Like, you're going to shoot forward so far in a good way because you're cutting off like things that just didn't make you this like rich, abundant. So Queen of Swords energy, woman over 25 years, brown eyes and brown hair. If you don't look like this, whatever. It's just because you're cold, hard, and demanding authority to yourself for once. You're like, no, I want the soft life. I want Zen, and I want to be financially independent before I even get into a relationship, or, to make better decisions to the next level of relationship. I want to make sure I make all my money now, so I know I do wills, trust, and estates. I know what a prenup is. I know what XYZ. So if a guy comes to you and wants to mooch off of you, or say, let's go 50-50, you're not falling for it because you're like, no, I have ish to lose. Like, and this is it. You're leaving behind anything that holds you back. So if you're with a partner, like let's say you're not even, this is like a situationship, you're just like, ew, with them for some reason. They put words in my mouth, or they literally are like, you can't do that. I can't do that. This didn't do that. You're just like turned off by the person who's just always on go mode, but not going anywhere. You know what I mean? Like they're just really just complaining, but it's like they're moving for nothing. They're working for nothing. And it's not like they're seeing it as an opportunity and open-mindedness. You're just like, I gotta put me first. Like whoever, maybe you're going to like a Memorial Day cookout or whatever, and you're looking around and you're like, I really like these people, but it seems like they're in the same place. And do I like that place? That's a difference. Do you like that? Is it cozy? Is it cute? Is it like, ooh, this is aspirational? Or is it like something you're like, I'm cringing at the fact that I was headed this way. I was going to have only this, but I know I personally have something more going for me. So it's, look at this, 8 of Cups, money problems, turning your back and walking away knowing nothing more can be done. So you might see like, okay, your future in-laws who you thought, you're like, no, this is not someone who would have told my person to elevate, and my person doesn't have the ambition or the whatever. So that's good. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. You know what I mean? It's too dusty for me, too whatever. You might not want to go to that cookout. Like, you're just like, wow, I need to reevaluate myself, like, and who I'm picking, because it's not just it's like the family you're marrying into. This is only for people who got like situationships and you're like debating who you should be with. There's just like a whole shift coming in. Your money is about to look good, and you're realizing the person that you were with just doesn't have like that inspirational vibe, and they were like, me, but they weren't going anywhere. So you were like being very like you can do that, but you were not pouring into yourself, and you're the only one who had the potential, right? Knight of Pentacles, young man to 25 years, visitors, message to share. Yeah, you might be visiting out of town, or somebody coming from out of town, or you're just looking around this weekend and you're like maybe doing some, running errands this weekend because it's like a 3-day weekend or whatever, and you're just realizing, I can do better. Let me go to my mind, body, soul. Let me go on that treadmill. Let me do 5 push-ups a day. Let me get into that mood so that my mind clarifies, so I know what I want, and I can see an opportunity as an opportunity, and I feel strong enough to be like, you know what, I'm not ready for a relationship. Actually, I don't want it to be monogamous. I'm not gonna be with you. I need to focus on me. It's not you, it's me, kind of thing. Like, let me, block their number. Whatever it is, universe is like, yo, you could do better in relationship choices, in your life, in everything. And it's coming for you because you definitely got the Star card. And it's just really, wow, this popped out again. You really need to leave the jealousy, the small-minded people behind. That's really what's happening. The people who are like, this is the best it'll ever get. Oh, this is whatever. I'll take that. Like that. For people like that, they don't get blessed as much. And by proxy, you won't either, because you're near them. Whereas if you're with someone who's just as glowing as you, just as amazing, and got their itch, and they're like go-getters in a soft life way, if you want soft life, then they have actual control of their life. And it's going to attract like, wow, abundance, King of Cups, emotionally stable. And because this is like emotional, business-minded, and soft and gentle, this person is genuinely like, oh, I take care of myself, my health, my mind, my body, my soul. And therefore, you in my orbit will also have the same thing. And you're not orbiting around them. You're like complementary, right? Like interdependent, you're independent, you're good by yourselves, but like a better movement together as well. Like, it's just very complementary. Like, that's really what it is. Universe, what else? Actually, let me get you a soul lesson card. Universe, what does the collective need to know right now? What are some... Okay, we got these two. we got, okay, so it started off with grief, and you're like, I gotta leave whatever in the past. Maybe that's like, okay, I'll break up with them, or okay, I don't even need to text them back. It's just, what am I doing in this relationship, potentially being a relationship? No, thank you. So, grief, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. And what it is your independence. What it is, you're like, okay, I had to lose that person to appreciate that by myself, I'm a force of nature. I'm amazing. And I deserve a king on my level. And then that's what happens. You're laughing to the bank soon. Literally, first you're laughing to the bank, and then you're attracting people who also laugh to the bank. So both of y'all laughing to the bank, but not just somebody who has money. It's like someone who's generous, loving, kind, because there's people who are morally bankrupt but rich, right? So you know the difference. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Exactly. You're like attracting a better vibe. Someone who's not always like sad, down in the dumps, or, you know, unmotivated, like lacking. Just everybody else is their problem. What else? Wow, we are on the wildest timeline. So choose and pivot wisely, okay? You already know, your spirit guide wants you to know to move away from that other person, like the trajectory to end up with them, or like move away from that other mindset of like the job of like maybe your friends and somebody who's like in your ear all the time, who's trying to be like, it's so bad out here, right? Like, we have to like work hard for nothing, right? And you're like, wrong. But I'm not going to tell them that, because that's where they are in life at this point. When they're ready, they'll go to the next level. But if you wait, girl, they'll drag you down with them, okay? And you're not playing that. You're like, oh, so let me slide out of your life real quick. Universe, what else? Ooh, you got the helps card. You thought there wasn't anybody helping you, XYZ, because the person you were with, or the people you're around, or the messages you consumed. So make sure you also don't have very negative, like, let's say you listen to music and it's all like, oh, woe is me. Listen to the lyrics this time and be like, what am I subconsciously telling myself? Am I telling myself I'm a lucky girl, or I'm like a sad, you know? I'm a bed rat girl. I'm a this girl. Nah, change it up. Helps. Organic tea, okay? So obviously don't drink this if you're allergic. You know your body better than I do. But natural energy and antioxidant. So basically, you're going back to the core of you, the authentic, the zen, the refreshing. And this is like literally spearmint, I believe. And all herbal ingredients and 100% organic. You're going back to who you really are. You see how they're complementary? This is going to refresh you. You just need a refresher, something that like pulls you away from the wrong people, brings you back into yourself to be like, whoa, that was a great little, Pilates class. That was a great little, like, turn on that YouTube and look up some independent person's channel who literally is just doing like 10-minute intervals. That's very zen, wherever you need, however you can move. Like, let's say you just want to do sit down exercises. There's even stuff like that, like arm exercises. Just add one little 5-minute routine to your day. Your mind is going to start working in overdrive, because that mind body connection is going to send you to receiving money level, receiving greatness, receiving better opportunities, and clarity about who is right or wrong in your life, and more lucid dreams. All right, so until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.